Well, hello my lovelies, it's Murky Meg here. It's Monday the 17th of October and today I'm going to be talking a little bit about some confusion that has happened over the weekend and a shocking claim about Harry's book. Now it's with regards to the Netflix docuseries that Netflix are doing with Harry and Meghan and also Harry's memoir. There seems to be a lot of head scratching by the producers of this so-called docuseries on Netflix on who is telling the truth, whether it be Harry or Meghan, because what has transpired is that they've got the docuseries and they've got Harry's book, but the two are not marrying up truth-wise. Now, page 6 claims that there appeared to be a contradiction of Harry and Meghan between each other and confused producers during filming of their TV show. It has been claimed by page 6. Apparently, Harry and Meghan have filmed this docuseries for Netflix, which is going ahead irrelevant of the changes that they want to make, and it's due to be aired in December, shortly after The Crown. Now, no specifics has been actually got into any detail, but filmmakers, allegedly the producers for this docuseries from Netflix, were left confused by some of their statements, and by there I mean Harry and Meghan. Now, a spokesperson for Netflix told page 6 a lot in the show contradicted what Harry has written in his book, so that has been an issue. They added that Harry and Meghan made significant requests to walk back content they themselves have provided for their own project. Now, it seems that when the news hit that they wanted to revisit some of their content, it was assumed that it was because of what happened and transpired after the Queen's death, them being involved in such a high level at the funeral, very, very visible for the world to see. It was thought that they wanted to maybe soften things that they have said on camera in the docuseries that related to the royal family, which they have done before. They have been, we all know, they've been very, very, very vocal on their time during the royal family, how their interpretation of things went, their grievances, their grumbles. They've publicly told the world what a horrible time they had being working members of the royal family, and they've done it very, very publicly. So when whisperings came out that they wanted to revisit the content that had already been provided, I think the automatic response was, well, maybe they've had a change of heart. They've realised that if they go on to say, as they have said before, about the terrible treatment of the royal family, they will look bad because they've seen the outpouring and love everybody had for the Queen worldwide, and therefore ergo the monarchy, and they didn't want to get it in the neck even more. But that doesn't seem to be the case. What seems to have transpired is the docuseries for Netflix and Harry's book are not marrying up, and that contradictions have been made. And this is so typical of them, because we know again and again the lies that they tell. And the thing is, to be a good liar, you need to have a good memory. And if you're part of a team that has built its brand on grievances and pointing fingers and inflicting blame, you've got to tell the same lie / truth. So producers have obviously sat down. They must have a copy of the memoir, which, by the way, apparently the Daily Mail was saying that it's been finally finished, but I'm slightly confused because back in June we were already told it was done and dusted. But maybe Harry has, as other reports have suggested, gone back, revisited and added a few more chapters just to, get the Queen's funeral in there. Squeeze those very last bits of sympathy that he's trying to obtain from everybody. When we all know he was offered, and they were offered, the chance to go and visit the Queen before they did their UK so-called tour before, and it was denied. We all know what followed. The Queen passed away and Harry was victimised, and quite rightfully so. He also apparently had a big bust up because Meghan wasn't allowed at Balmoral, and that's why he missed the plane. Is that going to be in the memoir? Anyway, I digress. Tom Bower, now he is the writer that wrote the very recent book Revenge that made headlines. He has claimed that Harry and Meghan are stuck with the devil over their deals with Netflix and with Penguin Publishing because, let's face it, they need the cash. They have a very expensive lifestyle. Can you imagine just how much money it takes for them to have that house, the security, the staff, with everything involved? I would imagine it's one heck of a budget. Do you think that they have that amount of money coming in without Netflix or Harry's publishing deal? And by Hollywood standards, they're not rich at all. Tom Bower told the Daily Mail that they need the money and they need it now more than ever because they've got no other source of income. So I think they're just stuck with the devil now, meaning that whatever Netflix say is going to happen is going to happen. Perhaps Penguin Publishing is a little bit more flexible with regards to Harry's book, but to be honest, they're not going to be handing over a £20 million advance, which is reportedly what Harry has been given for watered down content. They're going to want the juicy bits, aren't they? Because ultimately, that's what sells. They are both tied to Netflix and Harry is tied to his book deal. So they're really going to want to get, and I say this time and time again, a bang for their buck. And if they get nothing in return, then they're going to want their money back, aren't they? Now, it's been reported and been confirmed by Netflix that they have stuck to their guns and they are not changing the content. So whatever is due out in December will not be changed. Whatever they said prior to the Queen passing will not be changed. It's going to be very, very interesting indeed to see the juxtaposition that they have put themselves on and just what they said prior to the Queen's passing. And it's been widely speculated that King Charles is holding back on giving Archie and Lilibet titles to see exactly what the pair have been up to. Isn't it interesting though that the coronation is going to be taken on Archie's birthday? Everybody's up in arms and, oh my God, excuse me, I'm sorry, but King trumps it all, doesn't he? It's just a birthday. I mean, last year Harry was playing polo on his son's birthday. So now it's been reported that during filming, the couple are believed to have talked on camera about the royal family, including the Prince and Princess of Wales and King Charles and Queen Consort Camilla. And if Oprah is anything to go by, these two have a lot of grievances. Now, there is one rumour that is floating around that I think, if true, is truly diabolical. We're all aware that there is a rumour with regards to Prince William cheating. No credible evidence has ever been put forward besides a tweet from Giles Conran. Now, he is a British columnist, food writer and television and radio presenter. Many years ago, he tweeted that it was an open secret in certain circles Prince William was having an affair. That seems to have been where this horrid rumour has come from. And reportedly, again, no evidence to suggest this, there is a super injunction that stops UK publications from talking about this. Now, it's been reported that Harry has done a chapter relating to this supposed affair that his brother was supposed to have had. And if that is true, I find it truly, utterly disgusting. Now, Markle News 1 posted this on Instagram, and it's actually from a website called Spectator World, where someone called Cockburn posts juicy titbits. It says, blind item, royal attempts to pull sibling affair chapter from memoir. Little birds have been whispering in Cockburn's ear. Rumour has it, a well-known member of the royal family is set to release a memoir, but the book's publication has been pushed back. Some commentators claim that legal process could be the cause of the backup, or the fact that the author is scrambling to pull some information out which could be damaging for the rest of the family. Sources allege that the book will detail a supposed affair that the author's sibling had. The chapter, which goes in depth on the sordid fling, contains lines similar to, "I can't believe my sibling would treat their spouse like this after what our father did to our mother." After the sibling found out about the bombshell, it has been alleged that they are unable to look the troublesome scribe in the eye. It ends, "Will the author be able to get the chapter pulled? Only time will tell." Isn't that interesting? Again, it's a blind item. You always have to take these things with a pinch of salt. But it is in Spectator World, which is a notable publication. But is it believable? Do you think that Harry is capable of writing such a thing in his memoir? Do you think it actually happened, or do you think it's a complete and utter rumour with no substance whatsoever? It's a very interesting little blind, isn't it? And like I said, always with a pinch of salt, that where there is smoke, I say there is fire. So I would love to know your thoughts on this. What things do you think they have said that are making producers scratch their heads? Is it a conflict of interest? Are they saying one thing and the other is saying another? Do you think it is either Meghan and Harry speaking on completely different poles of a said story? And what do you think of the rumour that Harry is going to write about this supposed affair that his brother had, with no truth to the matter? As always, I would love to know your thoughts. Thank you very much for watching. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, hit the notification bell, and also that like button. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank all of my followers for all the tips and all the emails, DMs that everybody sends to me. It really is greatly appreciated. So thank you very much for watching once again.